Good morning. Just a brief video here. Just wanted to talk a little bit about manifestation. I mean, it's just a three-step process, and sometimes we get so caught up in um, in this and that, we start telling stories about what we don't want, which is the big thing that keeps us and cripples us from actually manifesting what we want. So I thought I'd just come on here and do a little 5 or 10 minute at the most, probably, uh, video and just remind you that it's a three-step process. You ask, and asking, um, we're asking all the time. We're asking about the things we do want. We're asking about the things we don't want. So asking is not the problem, uh, unless you kind of maybe dissect it a little bit and think of it as when you're asking, do you really know what you want? I mean, it's key to know what you want. If you're asking for $1 million, is that really what you want? Or is the $1 million because you want to vacation, or you want a new house, or you want this, or you want that? I mean, so if you really dissect it, it's not the $1 million you want. So when you're doing your asking and you're doing your visualization and your imagination tour inside your mind, instead of trying to visualize stacks of money, why not visualize the house and don't care about how you get the house, as long as it's legitimate, and uh maybe somebody donates it to you, maybe you win a raffle, whatever it may be. Would it matter? Would you turn that down if the house of your dreams came along and they, here it is, they want to sign the title over to you, and you said, well, I don't have the $1 million to pay for it. And they said, well, I'm giving this to you. Would you turn it down just because you didn't have the $1 million? I don't think so. I wouldn't do it. So imagine when you're asking and you're doing your visualizations, imagine what you want, what you really, really want. And in this case, I was just using an example of money, because it seems like everybody wants more money. Nothing wrong with wanting more money, but when you really stop and think about it, the money is going to get you something. It's going to get you freedom, or it's going to get you material things, whatever it is. And those are the things that you can actually live in the end, and live in your mind with, and know that it's already been manifested. It's already there. You just have to get to the vibration that it is. And then the second part is believing. Um, it's a whole lot easier, and we'll use the example again of a house and $1 million. It's so much easier for most people to believe, which in this context means know. It's so much easier to believe and know that you can get a house, the house that you imagine, than it is for some people to imagine being able to get $1 million. So if you're new to manifesting, deliberate manifesting, because you're manifesting all the time. But if you're new to deliberate manifesting, don't start with the house on the beach that's worth $10 million. Don't start with the Lamborghini, uh, because you don't need a Lamborghini. If you do, I'd be surprised. Start with something that's actually realistic to you, and go through the process knowing and believing that that is something that is attainable for you. And then it gets easier and easier as you go through these processes for bigger and more luxurious things there is. And then the third one's really easy too, except this is where people sabotage themselves, and that's allow it. They go through the asking and they get real clear on what they want. And then when they get to the belief stage, they believe, but then the allowing stops because they start telling a different story. I don't want this. I can't have that. Those words they will just they sabotage it. Don't and can't, those kind of words and that kind of story. We start talking about the life that we don't desire instead of the life we do desire. So it's really an easy three-step process, and it just takes practice like anything else. You have to live it and live it and live it, and just, start out with deliberately trying to make sure that 50% or more of your daily thoughts and your daily feelings are toward the life and to the story that you want. And you do that by telling the story, the new story, the story of your desires. And if you find something negative coming through your mind, like I can't afford that, well, immediately change it to I can afford that, or the opposite of whatever that negative thought is. And don't stop with just trying to reinforce the positive thought once. Repeat it, the affirmation of what you want more than once. Repeat it 2, 3, 4 times throughout the day to negate those negative comments or negative thoughts from coming into your mind. Okay. And while I got you here, you all know that my friend Andrea Estrella and myself, we wrote a small book, and this is truly a small book, very small. It's easy when you believe it, because if you really believe it, you will allow it. And if you really believe it, you've decided and you've come to the conclusion of what you want. So it's easy when you believe it. It's available on Amazon now. It's about 50 pages long. It's something that you can read every day. In fact, I encourage you to read it multiple times. But the best thing about this book, in my opinion, now, let me turn it around. The best thing about this book, in my opinion, is the fact that, well, 2 things. Well, there's always more than 2 things. Andrea and I knew what we wanted, you know. So we asked ourselves, we asked the universe about writing. Boom. We got clear on what we wanted to do. We wanted to write a book that we could write in a short period of time that was inspirational, that could influence anybody that reads it, whether they're a teacher already or a coach, or whether they're somebody that's brand new. We wanted to write something that was helpful for young people. They don't teach this kind of stuff in public schools, and they don't teach it in most private schools either. Now, maybe if you're a homeschool, you get some of this teaching, but teaching the law of attraction or the law of assumption or just manifestation in general is not taught in school. So if you're an adult and this is something that you're into, this is something that you believe in and that you really believe is the key to a positive future, don't you want to give that to your kids? Don't you want to give that to your nephews and nieces? Don't you want to give that gift to anybody that you can that you're around? And this little book, it allows you. You can go on Amazon. You can get it for less than $5. This is a great stocking stuffer for those of you that celebrate Christmas and hang stockings up by the fireplace. So it's a great stocking stuffer. It fits in your pocket, your back pocket, just like a cell phone. Or your wallet if you're a man, and you can carry it around with you. And anytime you got some extra time, you stroll through it and you read it, and then you follow the steps that are in it. So that's simple. Or you can carry it in your purse. It's a nice little, if you do what do they call it? Secret Santas. If you do Secret Santas at work and it's, get something for less than $10 or $5, what a great Secret Santa for somebody. You can give them this little book. And they can read it, and it can change their life if they follow the things that are in it. So just a great little promotion of my own for our little book. But again, ask, believe, and then allow. Okay. Have a great day. And if I'm going to post this well, you're watching this on Facebook. I actually recorded it on Zoom. And then later today, I'm going to probably do another little video about our upcoming imagination party, which is coming on, I'm looking up at my calendar, December 14th. I believe it's at 5 o'clock in the evening, might be 4 o'clock. I'll get that straight with the next video. And I'll put in a registration link for you to come, because it's really going to be a party. It's going to be something where we watch a little mind movies. We do a little guided visualization or imagination session. And then we open it up for everyone or anyone or everyone that attends that wants to get questions asked about anything that they're working on, something they're stuck on, whatever. And Andrea and I, as well as other people that are in the mastermind Zoom meeting imagination party, can help help you with whatever you're possibly struggling with, or what you're imagining you would like to do and how you get there, because somebody on there may have gone through the exact same journey that you're starting on. So, and that's what it's about. It's to spark ideas. It's about to throw things against the wall for everybody. And hopefully you walk out of that Zoom meeting, out of that party with at least one idea. It might not come immediately. It may take a little while, but something that actually lights a fire, just the spark that helps you get to where you want. And then we're going to be doing them on a regular basis as well. So mark your calendars again, like I said, December 14th. And again, I'll come out later with another one talking about it a little bit more and have a registration and link in there as well. So have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Take care.